run through that top 12. What 12 teams gonna make that college playoffs? Now, I'm just looking at it by how it could play out. How it could play out. I'm just gonna give you the top 25 teams. Top 25. Top 25. Top 25. Now, I do want to see what the books say about who they little 12 is. But before I even go there, let's just go straight to it. Start with the SEC, because that's who they looking at. Ooh, I forgot that's a big boy game. God, dog. Notre Dame and Texas A&M. That's a big boy game. All right. Georgia, I believe, will be in the playoffs. I just do. All right, Georgia, Alabama, Texas. Feel real good about them. Ole Miss. Feel real good about them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ole Miss. I'm going to go on a limb and say they're going to have 5 off in there, y'all. I'm going to go with LSU. Georgia, Alabama, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss. Missouri going to fight, but I just don't see it. Oklahoma, Tennessee going to come with it. I just still don't. So I'm going Georgia, Alabama, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 right there. Let me go to that Big 12. Because they the next big boy group. Big 12. Let me see. What that is. 5 teams in from the SEC. Now, you know it's no limit to how many teams they can put off in there. All right. Big 10. I can think Oregon, Ohio State, and Michigan. I know Michigan and Oregon got to play Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State got to play, them 3 playing each other. But Michigan played Texas. Michigan got a chance to stand up in the paint on Texas week 2. That's going to be a big game. Everybody else in the conference, I just don't see it. Penn State, they say what they say, James Franklin, 24 class, saw Penn State really in number 1 time. Penn State might try to fight off in there. They're going to have to just do what they do, Penn State. But right now, I give the Oregon, Ohio State, and Michigan. So that's 5. That's 8 teams right there. That's 8. That's 8. Let's go to the ACC. The ACC. I believe Miami could pull it out. Well, that's 8. So I got 8 already. Miami will make 9. Clemson 10. Florida State 11. Florida State 11. Or one of them don't make it. Or one of them don't make it. Or one out of the Big 10 don't make it. But them my candidates right there. That's 11. Then we come to the Big 12. You know they ain't going to really try to roll with that many out of the Big 12. So I'm going to just say the Big 12, whoever win that conference championship game, they certified in. Let me look at that. I don't think it's Oklahoma State. I know they're going to be trying to run the ball. I don't think it's them. I don't know where they're getting the hype from Utah. I think it'll come down to Kansas, K-State, Arizona, and Colorado. Fighting for that one spot. And then the small conference team that can do it. And I haven't talked about them yet, and I need to. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. I have to look at it and see. Liberty. Liberty is the team that can get that group of 5 spot. Or Yeah, I got a R. Let me find them. Hold up. Let me see where they at. Liberty, Memphis, because Memphis got to go play Florida State. And that ain't going to be harder for Florida State than what people think. I think outside of that, I think Memphis really only got to worry about Florida State and South Florida. Well, UTSA and Tulane. So they really only got 4 games to worry about. Tulane got to worry about 1, 2, 3, 4. Tulane got 2 games they should catch an L on, so they going to knock themselves out. Memphis got a chance to beat Florida State, y'all. I'm telling you, Memphis got a chance to beat Florida State. But that'll be their hardest game. They can go undefeated. They might be off in there. So Memphis and Liberty for that last spot. That's who I think the top 12 is, y'all. I think it come down to that. And then if we had to break the tie out of Memphis and Liberty, let me look at Liberty again. Liberty might have a better chance of going undefeated. Let me see. Yeah, Liberty got a way better chance of going undefeated. So I give it to Liberty to make it. Liberty will make it because they have an opportunity to go undefeated again. Excuse me. They definitely have an opportunity to go undefeated again. Now, I know Oregon beat the doors off of them, but I'm just saying. Nelson, what's good? D. Goddess, what's happening? Miss Johnson, you say I'm listening, but what? The top 12? Tyree, you say don't sleep on Syracuse. They the sleeper team of them. Now, I tell you the sleepers now. Colorado is a sleeper because nobody don't want to see that. They don't want to get to them. Syracuse is a sleeper as well. They do got it. I think they want to put Notre Dame in there, but Notre Dame got to play at Texas A&M. Stanford gonna fight hard. They got to play Florida State, and they got to play at USC. So I think and they got to play Louisville. Not saying they can't beat them, because they can. But I think that's more opportunity for them teams to catch that win. But Notre Dame got a chance. They're a sleeper squad. Let me go look at Texas A&M one more time, because everybody keep just telling me Texas A&M this, Texas A&M that. Texas A&M. They got Notre Dame at Florida. So them two going to be tough games. Missouri will be a tough one. LSU and Texas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they can win 3 out of 5 of them games, they'll be in the playoffs. But I don't see them beating Texas. Now, that game, they're going to go to the wire. I don't see them beating Texas. I don't see them beating LSU. I don't think I even see them beating Missouri. Let me look at Missouri, y'all. They a sleeper too, man, because they got the Tennessee a sleeper, Missouri a sleeper. Because they got the squads. It's just, can they really pull it off? Tennessee schedule. They got Oklahoma, and NC State. That's going to be tough. Florida going to fight. Alabama, Georgia. So if you really look at it, they got, Tennessee got a real good chance to make it. Because they really only got 2 heavyweights, the Alabama and Georgia. Oklahoma as well. So if they only lose to Alabama and Georgia, they probably going to go. Y'all, this stuff crazy, man. These teams be having a chance just because the conference they in. That's it. Because Chattanooga, D1AA, they in the D1AA that Colorado playing. NC State got a solid team. Oklahoma going to be straight. Arkansas about nothing. Florida supposedly about nothing. Alabama's going to be tough. Kentucky, they going to fight, but I don't know how they going to really do. Mississippi State, he should crush them. Georgia, you know, that's at Georgia. That's going to be tough. Now, Alabama come to them, so that's in their favor. And then UTEP and Vanderbilt. So they really technically only have really Georgia and Alabama. Then my next tier is Oklahoma and NC State and Florida. That's it. So they have a chance based on their schedule. You know I said LSU getting. Let me look at Missouri. Missouri got a cupcake games all the way to Texas A&M. Then Texas A&M be hard. Auburn will be hard. But I don't know how hard. Alabama is they real stick out. Man, Missouri might have a shoe in this thing. Missouri might be making it because they technically only really got Alabama. You could say Texas A&M and Auburn and Oklahoma, but yeah, I think Missouri gonna make it, y'all. They really only got Alabama, unless Texas A&M come out fighting. But that, yeah, ooh, this thing gonna come down. This thing gonna be for real, man. They gonna have to grade them schedules. Cause see, Georgia really only got. I mean, Alabama only really got Georgia and LSU. To me, they gonna fight with Missouri, but I think they'll get them. So it's Georgia, y'all. Some of these schools really be having a shoe in, man. Golly. Kenny Mike, what's good? JB, what's happening? Tyree, you say, look at, let me see, hold on. Syracuse. Hold up. Syracuse. Syracuse got a little tough one, I think. Hold on. Louisville is a team you can't count out either. Look at Louisville. They got Notre Dame at Notre Dame. They got at Clemson. They got a lot of they got a lot of away games. Ooh, North Carolina. Hey, nah. North Carolina may fight for some now. They might fight for some. North Carolina might. Hold on. Syracuse schedule. They got Ohio, which should be a W. Georgia Tech. So they first 4 games is at home. Ohio, Georgia Tech, Stanford, and Holy Cross. Stanford gonna fight. Their coach is, he a builder. He know how to get that thing going. Georgia Tech got a better team. I ain't saying better than them, but they got a better team. So if they can be 4-0 heading into that game, and from August to September, that'll be good. But Georgia Tech and Stanford gonna be a tough game for them. At UNLV, that's in the Raiders dome. UNLV lost their quarterback, but they was winning last year, so they gonna have to come with it for that game. NC State gonna be hard. Virginia Tech gonna be hard. Miami gonna be hard. So I say they toughest 3 games: NC State, Virginia Tech, and Miami. That's their toughest 3. They next ones I would say is UNLV, Stanford, and Georgia Tech. Yeah. So that, but they got a squad. They definitely got a squad. Big boy quarterback, big boy running back, big boy wideouts, big boy tight end, O-line solid. They really might put something together and go out there and run that thing. Kenny Mike, what's good? Tyree, you say only hard game they got is Miami. That's their last game. And side note, I had 6 catches and 95 yards and a touchdown I called back against Miami. I let Syracuse go undefeated. I wanted to. Well, you was getting off out there. You say as a true freshman, you came in there balling. Ryan B. Hey, appreciate it. Pennsylvania in the building. You say Missouri in, LSU out. Nah, man, Brian Kelly, listen. Brian Kelly history says year 3, that man shine. MAC championship, Big East championship, and played in the national championship. 3 straight in year 3 at these schools. Central Michigan, Cincinnati, and Notre Dame. He like that. So I'm going with his history. That man history for 3 years in a row. I mean, 3 different teams, year 3. He like that. So I'm gonna get that. I'm saying LSU in. Missouri look like Missouri got a schedule that kind of fends on the good side. So yeah, Tyree, you did. Miss Johnson, you say watch out for the Tigers. Which the LSU Tigers or the Clemson Tigers? T-Heat, you say the ACC only getting 1 or 2 teams into the playoffs at max? Well, let's look at their schedule then. You say 1 or 2 at max. So let's look at the top 3 schools in the ACC. Clemson schedule. They got Georgia. Throw down fight. If they win, woo, they got to run the whole schedule. But, okay, Georgia's their hardest game. NC State going to fight with them. Stanford going to fight. Florida State going to fight. LSU going to fight. I mean, not LSU. Louisville going to fight. Virginia Tech going to fight. So if we had to rank them, Georgia's their hardest. Florida State, Louisville, and Virginia Tech in the next ballpark. NC State and Stanford is right up under that. So they got 1, 2. In their eyes, they only playing 2 games, Florida State and Georgia. But I still believe Louisville and Virginia Tech and NC State going to get them a fight too. All right, so we're going to have that. NC State beat them last year. And Miami. And South Carolina fought them hard. So Clemson might be the odd one out because I don't know what their quarterback really going to do. Let's look at Florida State, which I don't know what DJ going to do at Florida State, but let's look at Florida State. They play Georgia Tech, should be a win. Boston College should be a win. Memphis, believe it or not, is going to be a hard game for Florida State. I feel like Memphis offense going to be on fire. But we'll see. So based on the standards of the outside media world, they're going to act like Florida State only play Clemson, Miami, North Carolina, and Notre Dame. So to me, Florida State hard games are Memphis, Clemson, Miami, North Carolina, and Notre Dame. Florida going to be hard depending on if the coach still there and they winning. And then let's look at Miami. Miami got at Florida. That's a hard game, but they need this game to be considered for the chip. South Florida going to fight them hard. At South Florida, they going to fight now. Not fight like fight, but you're going to go at it. Virginia Tech going to be a tough one. Louisville at Louisville, Florida State, and Syracuse. So they got really, in the national media eyes, they just going to say Florida State. And that's it. So in national media eyes, Florida State is the only thing stopping Miami. But I'm telling you, Florida State, Louisville, Virginia Tech, South Florida, and possibly Syracuse. You're right. Maybe just 1 or 2 gonna get in. Ms. Johnson, you say Missouri Tigers. Oh, yeah. They sneak. Hey, they can slide off in that thing. JB, you said LSU usually have a good team, and they do. But year 3 is even better. Auburn will be sneaky good. It's quarterback play. If Pay can do his thing, they gonna do it. T-Heat, you said V-Tech gonna beat them, I think. That's what I'm saying. So the ACC, you got your Clemson, Miami, Florida State, and then the next 2 I would say is Louisville. And did I say NC State? Louisville and NC State, and then the North Carolina. And Syracuse gonna have to fight. But look, I just want to holler at y'all. That's some of the squads right there. That's really what it's gonna go through. Texas A&M gonna try to fight for it. Tennessee gonna fight for it. But whoever do that top 12, that's where it's gonna be at. But hey, holla at y'all.